What's going on, everybody? Boba Fett here. Welcome back to the Multiverse of Mayhem. Today we're going to be doing another movie review. I know it's been a while since we've done one of those. I was gonna do some other ones, but I just didn't have the time. But today we're going to be doing Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And today I am joined by the master assassin we all know and love, John Wick.
Hello, everybody. I'm back.
Yes, you are. And we are today are going to be talking about Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Why we are playing a DR. Deer.
What?
Why
We're
we're
playing
playing
Deer? Oh yes,
deer.
I love the map Deer. I love the map Deer.
Deer, yeah.
Oh
We,
my god. Best map of all time.
yeah.
Guys, you heard it here. The new best zombies map is not Horizon the Rock.
No,
It's
it's
Deer.
deer.
Where you fight off zombie deers. Honestly, that would sound low-key fire.
It does.
Honestly, I'd play that. Not gonna lie. I played that. Sounds kind of fun. But let's just jump right into this. So let's start off with like what we would give it out of 10. Um, I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
John, what do you think?
Me personally, I would give it a 5 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like it's not the best out of the trilogy, obviously. It's probably the weakest one.
It's definitely the
No, I s-
weakest. Yeah.
but it's I think out of all of the movies, or is that being not talking about like the originals, like I'm just strictly talking about Rise, Dawn, and War.
Yeah.
I think this movie is visually the best. Like if we're just
You
going
think
off
Kingdom is visually the best?
visually, I think it's visually the best movie out of all of them.
No. I hate
What do you
this.
think is best visually?
I would say either War or Dawn.
Now, I mean, they're just like how like the apes took over, how different the world is,
Yeah, but
and it's like it
still,
just it's
it,
it's undeniably
but
gorgeous, that
but
movie.
like you do see the same thing with the King with
Yeah,
Dawn
but it's
and
like
War. Like you see their world, you do see their homes. You see
that's true, but it's like
what they
more
build. I just think me personally,
it's more
I think
showed in
Dawn
this movie.
had definitely Dawn is my favorite out of the entire trilogy. I think
Yeah.
Dawn had really had better visuals.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like I say with this movie, it's like it's the start of a new trilogy that they're doing. So obviously, the first movie's not always the best. Obviously, the case with like, you know, Rise.
Rise,
Rise isn't
Dawn,
the
and War.
best. You know,
Rise is great. What are you talking about?
no, Rise is great, but out of those three, it's not the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But
And
it's still great.
the first movie, it's this similar to like Kingdom and Rise is this is like an origin for these new wave of characters that we have. Obviously Caesar is long dead.
Yeah,
It's set
which
300
sucks.
years after Kingdom.
Oh, it was
You know,
300 years.
it's 300 years after
Oh,
War
oh,
4.
okay. Yeah,
So
to be
it's
honest, like when we when I was gonna go see Kingdom, I was like 5 minutes late to the movie, and I didn't see like 3 years later or anything. So that's why I was wondering, like,
it says
was
like
it?
many generations later,
Oh, okay, I
but
see.
it's 300 years because in the beginning, actually I won't get into that yet. It's a little spoiler category. Um, but it's we're all new to these characters. Like
Yeah,
we don't, and it's a different time. You know, but I enjoyed it. I do like the new characters. I think Noah has potential to be a good main character.
I did like Noah.
Obviously, I do like Noah. I really did like Noah's character a lot. I thought he was a really interesting character. I'm excited to see more of him in the future.
Yeah,
I liked Raka. He's kind of like your Maurice kind of character,
Oh yeah,
who's like talking about like the histories.
I hated that they just killed him off easily. Like,
Whoa, spoilers, John.
oh,
We're not there yet.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm
We're
so
not there
sorry.
in the spoiler
Yeah,
territory
I'm
yet.
okay. You should edit that.
Yeah, I'll
But
keep that in.
but
Um, which we'll go in depth at later. Um,
the
but let
villain sucked.
um,
I really didn't like the villain.
okay, Proximus. It's I think he was an interesting villain because he was trying to take like everything that Caesar stood for, but like kind of corrupt it into his own. Really,
Sorry.
try to
There's a
like
fucking runner.
he's trying to like corrupt it into his own vision for his own goals. I feel like once you understand that about Proximus, he's a little more interesting.
But
You know what I
still,
mean?
like he's just he's just not interesting to me. What was
I
not
know
in,
I
well,
liked him, but I feel like you
I
just have to understand him more, like what
like
he's trying to ultimately um
I can see
like
like he's trying
achieve.
to be Caesar, but he's
No,
really
he's not
not.
trying to be. He's not trying to be. He only took up the name like Proximate. He only took up the name Caesar because oh,
You just let me die.
okay. Well, I couldn't really get you, but okay. So it's like he only took up the name Caesar to like try to like ultimately solidify his rule, so people would follow him.
Yeah,
And so he
yeah.
could get all these other apes to follow him, so that he could get his
Power
own
needs to be on.
goals.
What the shit?
Yeah, where are you going? Follow me. You've played this map before.
It's been a while.
Come here.
It's been a while since
Um,
I played Black Ops 3.
so it's like he's just trying to get everything for his own achievement and everything that he wants to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think he's gone.
Are
I
you
think
sure
we'll definitely
about
see
that?
more of him.
I'm pretty sure he's
We'll get into
dead.
that later. Again, spoiler, John.
Oh my god. Fuck.
You're not good at this.
I'm not. So you should have not. You should have put me this.
Well, you're the only one who saw it besides me.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I'm excited to see elsewhere some of these characters go. I did like May. I feel like she was kind of interesting, like a little mysterious.
No, I didn't
Oh,
like her either.
I don't want to talk about it.
Same with May. I just what I didn't like about her is that I didn't know what side she was on. Like,
Yeah, I feel like that, but that also like makes her interesting though at the same time, because you don't know, 'cause, you know,
like
and
really the only
clearly she's
character,
um,
like really the only character who I actually enjoyed was Noah and the orangutan.
Raka,
Rocco,
Raka.
yeah, yeah, Rocco was great.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
but yeah,
um,
seeing and also like seeing how close he how close he is with the family. It's really cute.
yeah,
I'll say
I
though,
did like that.
I
I
did
liked like the eagle dynamic as well. How
yeah,
after like Caesar has passed on, there's like different tribes of apes. I thought that was like kind of an interesting touch. How it's like not all the apes are together anymore.
yeah,
What I think that was kind of interesting,
yeah.
and how they bond with these eagles. Yeah. So
I think
I'm trying to get the pads.
I'm coming.
It just popped up on me. Um, it is interesting how close Noah does look to Caesar. I do wonder if like they are related. Obviously, we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, Noah has like the same mark on his chest where Caesar did, like same birthmark that Caesar did. So who knows?
Oh, with Noah?
Yeah, he has the same like mark on his chest right where Caesar did.
Oh, he did. I actually didn't notice.
Yeah, and then a little fun fact too. So he's like the same ape species as Caesar, but that doesn't mean he is,
Yeah,
like
I was
related
gonna
to
say like
Caesar.
he really did look like Caesar. Like
Obviously, we don't necessarily know for sure if he is related to Caesar.
Yeah.
But a little thing with Proximus is he's also the same ape species as Koba.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
So could he be related to Koba? Who knows? Um,
Yeah, I was I
we don't
was
know.
thinking, what if Koba, I don't know, like I don't know why, but I was thinking like, what if that villain, what's his name again? I keep forgetting. Uh,
Proximus.
Proximus. What if Proximus was actually like looking up to Koba and just saying Caesar's name as for
Yeah,
like,
so like I said,
as for
he's
a leader. But he's like,
yeah. That's what the only reason
but
why I
he's
took
like
Caesar's name.
secretly looking like, but he's like secretly looking up to Koba.
Maybe we don't know. Like we don't know too much about Proximus other than like he wanted to get inside, the vault, and
Yeah,
that he was just using Caesar's teachings to get his own vendetta, do his own thing.
yeah.
You know, um, but the movie. It's I don't know what else to say.
Like,
Was interesting. I do want to see where else they can take the story.
mhm.
Now, there's some more things I want to say, but it kind of involves spoilers. So, what else can we say non-spoiler wise to get through this and move into the spoiler category? Um, you have anything else you want to add?
No, that are not spoilers, no.
Okay,
But
so
I
I
just have
know
like
we usually
spoilers.
go on a little bit more without spoilers, but this is your spoiler warning. So, if you do not want to know about this movie and what happens, click off now because you have been fair warned. I don't want to hear you didn't warn us saying when we talk about the spoilers of this movie.
Yeah.
So, again, this is your spoiler warning. So, what I wanted to say is a little interesting thing that you probably didn't pick up on. So obviously in the original Planet of the Apes, there's a lot of like time travel and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure as you've heard. So in that they launch Project Icarus, which is sent into the moon and gets lost, right? And they come back and like everything's different on Earth, right? Which interestingly
Is
enough,
that in the
in
beginning of the movie?
so what's interesting is in Rise of, you see that Project Icarus has been launched, and then later on in the movie, you see that Project Icarus has been lost in space. And then obviously there was none near me. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hang
In
on.
the movie, in Kingdom you see like that with Noah, and he takes one of he's like very interested, and Noah and May are like interested in the telescope,
Yeah.
right? And they look up into the stars, and then later on, you in the movie, at the end, it ends with you see Noah bringing one of his other like eight family members or friends or whatever. I forget her his or her name. I forget what they were called.
Mhm.
Like shows them, and then he like looks up into the sky, and then like ends right.
Yeah.
That's probably because he's Project Icterix is actually like returning, and that'll play like a part later on. They'll like try to adapt that, which I think is like kind of interesting how that might work.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We don't know. So and then with Raka, obviously yes, like John said earlier, he did die. But now, John, keep in mind, did you see Raka's body?
No, I
So
didn't.
what's the rule? What's the rule in
He
Hollywood?
might not be dead. They,
What's the rule? If you don't see that body, same thing for Proximus.
yeah. They,
You didn't see his
oh.
body, right? You didn't see his body.
Well,
You saw him
with
fall.
Proximus, like he got attacked by all hawks. He's probably bleeding
They're
to
eagles.
death. Or eagles, yeah.
But
He's definitely
again,
bleeding to death.
but
And
but
he
again,
fell
John, that
down
might be
like
true.
fucking 20, no, like it was more like 200 feet down from
But
all the way
again,
down to the
John,
cliff.
we thought you died several times, but why'd you get that nuke?
Yeah, good point.
We thought you've died several times when you should have died. When you fell off the building, or when you fell off the roof of the Continental,
Yeah, good point. Good point.
you should have been dead.
But I can't. I can't die.
Exactly.
I'm immune.
So I think Proximus could still be alive. Um, but
Was there an
who
after?
knows?
Do you know if there was an after credit?
Yes, it is actually. So why I know that he's not dead is you hear his roar. Like you hear him make a noise at the end. It's like the screen's black and you
Uh,
just hear him. So he is still alive. Which
okay.
I kind of excited for because Proximus was like kind of interesting to see like what else he's gonna do.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is only the setup for this new trilogy. So who knows where else it can go. I'm excited to see more of Noah. Oh my, I'm doing
You
so
want to
bad
talk?
tonight.
You want to
I tried
talk
to
about it?
slide through a horde. I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm
Um,
coming.
how many downs do I have? I'm doing great. I have four. Doing
I'm,
great. Um, so I don't know. I'm interested to see how how May is gonna develop and like how the whole humans plot at the end, like where they're with the
yeah.
satellites and all that. Also, something I found kind of interesting about that is right, like after they said like, "Oh, where are you? Like, where are you located?" They
Uh,
didn't respond.
oh
Like, are they like
yeah.
suspicious of like not to tell them where they are because like they might be like different factions of humans like there are of apes.
Yeah.
I found that kind of like interesting. So I don't know. That's just what it's like kind of weird to me, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know about that. What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Fuck.
I just want to see. I'm just excited to see.
No.
Mo I'm just excited to see like more of Noah's
Yeah, I
journey.
definitely want to see more of his character development. He was a very interesting character. I also really liked how throughout the movie, that his dad's eagle was like just like kind of like fucking with him a little bit,
Yeah.
and then like later on, like they bonded. You know,
Yeah.
and I really like the family dynamic that Noah had. He cared. He didn't know who Caesar was. He did show a lot of elements of Caesar.
Yeah. That's
Um,
that's the other thing I'm pretty excited for. Because
yeah,
Noah
no,
is it honestly Noah is a great character. He's not great as Caesar. I don't want to give it
no, I don't
overhype.
think he's going to try to be Caesar at any by any means. But it's just like he's interesting. I feel like he kind of shows like a lot of qualities of Caesar,
Yeah.
you know, and maybe he could be like a new Caesar. Obviously, not Proximus. You have someone on your back,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely interested in more of his character development.
Yeah. I am too.
I was like a little skeptical going this movie. It's like I don't like
The
these new characters. Obviously, we're attached to Caesar.
yeah.
But it's just like it was nice refresh, and the
Yeah.
world is beautiful. I'd definitely be excited to go see whatever the next movie is going to be called. You know, maybe we'll get another war scenario. Especially after at the end of the movie because you can clearly tell that Noah, after what happened with Meg, he doesn't trust humans anymore, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So maybe like this time we'll get like we really didn't get that big of a war with the humans in like the original ones.
Yeah.
Like yeah, there was a war, but it wasn't like
It
a
was
very prominent war. You know what I mean?
it was in like War of the Planet of the Apes.
No, but like Warfare wasn't really like much of a war, so to speak, right?
Oh wait,
I mean, like I said,
you're talking about War Planet of the Apes?
yeah, like Warfare. Yes, there was like a war, but it wasn't like an all-out war necessarily. You know what I mean?
Like what do you mean by that?
Where
Like against like apes and humans?
like obviously yes I know they fought but it's like oh god Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Are
There's
you
the Panzer.
dead?
There's the Panzer.
There's a Panzer.
Yeah. Yep. So I really think that like, we could see another oh my god. We could have like another War 4, but it's like it's on a bigger scale. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like we have like a bigger scale war than like we did in War 4. And it'll also be interesting because clearly, um, you know, you'll definitely see this in you definitely see this in Kingdom is like they've gone back in time essentially. Like a lot of the weapons are like more primitive.
yeah,
Right? Like you don't see the apes using guns and stuff, which I think is like an interesting like little thing.
yeah,
They've gone back in time essentially. So I don't know how that's gonna play. Like there's like another war scenario. It's just gonna be like these melee weapons or like those that shocking weapon that he had that was like kind of cool. Or
yeah.
are they gonna get guns?
I was really expecting them to be using guns, like
Yeah,
not like in War and Dawn.
but it's like they
But it's
went
just
back.
weird. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Now, like the
So
other thing I do want to talk about is, do you remember the scene where I keep forgetting his name? Not the villain. It's like the um. Uh, God damn it! What's his name?
the orangutan,
Yeah, the orangutan. What was his name?
Rocco,
Raka. Now, do you remember the time? Do you remember when they found the human? They said that they named humans Nova.
then Nova. You know why that is, right?
Yeah, Nova was in war.
That's because that's what they called all the humans and it's stuck.
Yeah.
I can't
Now,
get you. Oh,
my guess or my theory is that what if he's like part of Maurice's family?
obviously we don't necessarily know.
Hmm.
Obviously we know that he studied Caesar and like that's what his tribe did.
Yeah.
Um, but again, we don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know. Yes, while Noah looks very much like
Um,
Caesar, is he related to Caesar? We don't know. Damn it. You know, who knows? We don't know.
yeah.
Oh my god. We're
That
not gonna
went
talk about that.
well.
That went so well. I'm usually better at this, obviously, as you guys know. I'm
How
usually
many
pretty good at this.
how many downs? I only
I
had
just
two
got.
downs.
I had six. I don't want to talk about it. Um, but yeah, I guess there's a lot of. I feel like there's a lot more mystery in this new trilogy, and I'm interested to see where else that's gonna go. You know, like where's the story gonna go next? You know what I mean? Because I feel like in Rise and Dawn and War is like kind of like yeah, I have like a general idea of like where this is gonna go.
Oh God,
Right?
my fucking game crashed.
Oh, you're good.
Oh
So it's
my
like I
God.
have like you have like a general idea of like where those movies were gonna go, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like with this, it's like there's a bit of a mystery, and like I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm like kind of interested by that. I feel I like that.
Yeah. I'm excited
So
too. I actually do
no, I mean
have some expectations for this trilogy, for this next trilogy of Planet of the Apes.
yeah.
I just like if it does get like if they are going to continue with the villain, I just hope they make him better.
I feel like he was a good start. I feel like maybe he could get like more evil now that like he might be
Yeah.
after like Noah for like revenge, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Because like he
And
did seem very interesting in the trailer. Like I did get excited for him on the trailer. Like yeah. Um but yeah.
but it's only the start, so who knows? We can still invest so much like more character development in all these characters that we've been shown. So who knows how they're gonna develop. And also a little interesting thing that uh, about May at the end. It's remember when she was like beating with Noah, like saying goodbye. You remember she had the gun. She
Yeah.
didn't trust him either.
Yeah, she didn't trust
which
anyone.
I thought was interesting. Like, well, I'm like, oh shit, is she gonna shoot him?
Yeah, and that
You
like got
know,
me shocked. And it's like, oh shit, he's gonna
like
shoot
I
him.
you saw that gun. I'm like,
Like, yeah,
interesting. Like, will she shoot him? You know,
but we'll see.
I don't know. I'm excited to see like how May is also gonna like will May become like a villain essentially for them. You know,
Yeah,
which I think is interesting. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more like things they can do with like May and Noah's relationship. Like maybe will they patch it up, or will they just stay enemies?
yeah,
Which I find interesting. Like even throughout the whole movie, like Noah was like skeptical about May. But Rocky's like, don't know, like humans are okay. Because like Caesar trusted humans, but like he doesn't know.
yeah,
You know, so it's like I don't. I'm interested to see how that's gonna go, but I guess we'll find out as these movies go on. And apparently, Planet of the Apes is in high demand because they want to do make Planet of the Apes right now, like this new like trilogy that started with Rise of.
yeah.
They want to make it into a 9 movie saga. So we're getting 5 more, whether you like it or not.
I just hope they do it right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, they could definitely go like a different ways and like try to adapt like the original like timeline. Like I said with like Project Icarus,
Yeah,
like adapt that in a way. Maybe like make because this is technically the second Caesar that we had. And there was a Caesar in the originals, but like he wasn't the main character like he is now, like or like
yeah,
he was in that like the Matt Reeves trilogy.
mhm,
They could like maybe bring those apes back in some like time travel manner like they've done previously. It's like that'd be really cool to see.
yeah,
With today's visual effects, because obviously in the originals, those are just people in monkey masks. Not today. It was like they actually look like real apes. You know,
yeah,
so I feel like that could be real interesting. Like that development. Could make them come to like this new world, like where Caesar's dead, and so on and so forth. Like that could be interesting. It's like maybe it's like they're connected in some way.
yeah.
You know, I don't know, but obviously it all comes to someone's imagination what they want to do. But no, I would definitely say I did enjoy this movie more than I thought I would. But I mean, it's definitely the weakest
It
out of
was
them.
it was enjoyable
But
at first.
it had potential. It had potential.
Yeah,
It's you know obviously like out of the three that we already had, it is the weakest. But it's by no means a bad movie at all.
yeah. It's not terrible that I thought it was gonna be,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I go into it. I went into it's like I'm expecting for this to be good, but also it's like I go into it, I expect it to be good, but it's also like I'm expecting it, for the worst. So yeah, but I enjoyed it. I will say that,
yeah.
and there's that. But yeah,
And that's it for me. That's all I have to say.
yeah. So
It's not a
if you enjoy
lot,
this,
but yeah,
yeah, no, and there's I would say recommend if you guys like that trilogy, definitely go see this movie. It is good. It's enjoyable. Um, but yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next movie review.
in the
And
next
yeah,
video.
if you enjoyed watching this and like to see more of us, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us out a ton, and we'd appreciate it. We'll
Thank you
see you
for the
guys next time.
support, and see you next time.
Yeah.